YouTube. Steve here with another video. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is kind of a long time coming. I participated in two different Shout Factory, Scream Factory sales in the last month. And it took a little time for these orders to be fulfilled and sent to me. So I'm going to combine the two into just this one video. First up, I got this through it was an Amazon Scream Factory sale. And this does not come with a slipcover. I'm really sad. But it's a great film. And I do already own this, but this edition was just too good to pass up. And I don't own it on 4K until now. It's The Dead Zone, David Cronenberg film, based on the Stephen King novel. The novel I really like, but I prefer the film, which is weird because usually it's the other way around. You like the book better than the movie, but Cronenberg, I think, really just gets the right notes from the King material and does his own thing with it. And I think it's wonderful. Christopher Walken is in this. Martin Sheen is in this. It's about a guy that a teacher who gets into a really bad car accident, and he's in a coma for, I think, like 5 years. He wakes up and he has the ability to see into the future when he touches someone. And this film kind of explores how having that gift or curse can really affect your life, and what it asks big questions. So, The Dead Zone from Stephen King, David Cronenberg film, stacked with extras. This has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I reading that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5 or 6 commentary tracks? More than I think you need, but it's nice to have an embarrassment of riches, I suppose. And it has a lot of great special features as well. Let's see if I can get this to... Sorry for the glare. Apologies for that. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff here. Good shot there. And you get a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc. That's the original theatrical poster art. I remember seeing that as a kid. So got that during the sale. And then I got this during the sale from the Amazon Scream Factory sale as well. This is a film that I've been wanting to get for a while, but it was always more expensive than I felt it was worth. This isn't a great film by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's a very good one and a fun one. It is the remake of House on Haunted Hill. Of course, the original starring Vincent Price. I like the original. I was named after Vincent Price, but I will say I think I enjoy this movie a lot more. It's a lot more fun. Kind of late 90s cheese. Yeah, we'll go with that. I actually, I have a little bit of a history with this film because when I was in college, I wrote for the college newspaper. I reviewed films for the paper, and this was the very first film that they sent me to review. I think I gave it like a 2.5 stars or whatever. But watching it again a couple years ago, I realized that it's not supposed to be a Fellini film, okay? And it certainly isn't going to compare with Vincent Price. But it does have a lot of fun. And I think that's what you can really ask for. All you can really ask for. Uh, some special features there. Jeffrey Rush looking a little bit like Vincent Price. I'm sure that was no accident. And there's the disc. It does have alternative artwork. I'll show you that. I think that's the original poster. So, yeah, this again. I think I paid about $15 for this, and that's about right. Moving on, a couple of weeks ago, they had a sale on the Scream Factory Shot Factory website on a bunch of 4Ks. So, of course, I had to check it out. And what did I find? But one of my favorites, I say it's my favorite. It's probably in my top 40, maybe. But it's a lot of fun. It is Rollerball. Norman Jewison film. I do have the Arrow Blu-ray of this, but I think this is an upgrade for me, and I might sell that Arrow version. This was famously, or infamously, remade in the early aughts with Jean Reno is the only guy I can remember that was in that. I think Rebecca Romijn was in it as well. And I want to say LL Cool J. Terrible, terrible remake, but this is a very good film. It's been so long since I've seen it, I don't really want to talk too much on it because my memory, I need to refresh myself before I talk intelligently about it. But needless to say, it's a wonderful sort of science fiction type allegory of what could possibly happen to us in the future. Rollerball being sort of a national sport owned by these major corporations, and each corporation represents a country. So, yeah, it's got James Caan in it. Really, just an amazing film. Another film that I own this on Laserdisc. I believe I might have bought this on DVD years ago. I can't remember. I wouldn't know where it is. But it's a lot of fun from the mid-90s. Species. With Natasha Henstridge. Ooh la la. Man, she was the sexy sort of alien in the mid-90s. Good stuff, though. This is a 3-disc set. Why is it 3 discs? I'm not really sure. I guess it just has that many extras. The alien was sort of designed by H.R. Giger, of course, who was the sort of the architect for the look of the alien from Alien. And I guess Aliens. This is the cover I remember. This is the cover that was on the Laserdisc. Ooh la la. So, a lot of fun, nothing to be taken too seriously. Natasha Henstridge, Michael Madsen, Forrest Whitaker. Wait a minute, who else is in this? Forrest Whitaker, Marge Helgenberger, and who's the other guy? Alfred Molina, yes. And Ben Kingsley, of course, Ben Kingsley. Ever since I saw Ben Kingsley in Sexy Beast, though, I can only see him as that character from Sexy Beast. If you've ever seen Sexy Beast, you know what I'm talking about. Up next, a movie I don't own at all, except for on this format now, is, well, shit, I'll just show you. Cat People. with Natasha Kinski. That is Klaus's daughter. Malcolm McDowell, John Hurd, Annette O'Toole. Written and directed by Paul Schrader. Of course, this is a reimagining of the 1940s. Val Lewton produced, Jacques Tourneur directed Cat People. A film that I appreciate this film quite a bit. I like it, but it will never be able to replace or redeem the original 1940s version. But I do like this quite a bit. It's got a lot of great imagery. And Natasha Kinski, what can I say? And I've got one more, and we'll be done. This is a Shout Factory release, not a Scream Factory. I own this on VHS, and I think I have a very, very, very old DVD of this somewhere in the attic or in the basement or something. But I really wanted to get a good version of it. I love it. It is Clue. I remember watching this over and over again when I was a kid. Funnily enough, when I actually played the game for the first time, I'm like, this isn't anything like the movie. Of course, Clue is based on the board game. You knew that. Pardon the glare. This features all the different endings, which I thought was really fun. And there you have the discs. And that does it for that Scream Factory, Shout Factory sales, the pickups that I got from those sales. And I did pre-order that Mario Bava Scream Factory set. I made a video about that a couple videos ago. And you can watch that if you want to know about that. But yeah, I want to support Scream Factory in releasing good movies. So, I was thinking more about it, and like maybe I did jump the gun a little bit on that. Maybe I shouldn't have pre-ordered so quickly, but I'm not sorry. I'm really not. If I did do it over again, I would have thought about it a little more carefully before I did that, but I still would have bought it, I think. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have found any usefulness out of this video, or if you liked it, then maybe consider hitting that like button. Until next time, have a good day.